Welcome back to No Cap Movie Recap. I'm your host Denzel, and today we will be recapping G20. Before we jump right into the recap, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all been killing the subscriptions, man. I got up to 500, so thank y'all, man. I was about to say congratulations to y'all, but thank y'all, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. So let me jump into this. Amazon's original movie starring Viola Davis, Marsai Martin, Carl Anderson, Christopher Farrar, Antony Starr, Angela Serafran, a multitude of others. Ramón Rodríguez, if you know, you know, from Transformers 2. Day in this movie is jam-packed. It's jam-packed with a lot of stuff, right? Simply put, we jump right into it. Danielle Sutton, Madam President Danielle Sutton, having some family issues. The daughter, Serena Sutton, played by Miss Martin. Husband, Derek, Carl Anderson, and then Demetrius is Christopher. So, Special Agent is Ramón Rodríguez, and then we also got Antony Starr, who's the bad actor in the movie. So what's going on with this is that having teenage issues with the daughter, of course, but Danielle is also dealing with the spotlight of being the president. A very important task ahead of her to get some of these, or maybe all of these nations to agree with her on some form of policy that I don't even remember. But just note, she got to work some diplomacy tactics that some people are skeptical of her doing. She is a renowned soldier that saved a child in Fallujah during her deployment in the army, which propelled her career to becoming the president, the first woman president in the United States. Yeah. And so she's going to South Africa for the G20 event, and she's planning on leveraging some digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, as a way to get some of these other nations to agree with her. Now, one of the main things that we also got to realize is that when we get there to the G20, just note that Rutledge is already there. He has an inside man in President Sutton's detail, President Sutton's operations. So when the G20 kicks off, he's able to exploit those leaders. That's pretty much the gist of the movie. It's not, I don't feel like it's as in depth. There are some elements that is in depth, which number one, I think is what they talk about specifically when it comes to digital currencies. So Rutledge finally presents his purpose, his reason, his ambition, and it's due to the average working class being exploited by their government. He wants to ensure that financial autonomy is given back to the people. And he says the solution is digital currency. Forgo the banks, pour your money out and put all your money into digital currency, cryptocurrency, what have you. His objective is to crash the economy, which would propel the currencies, the digital, and that way he's going to be a billionaire because of where he's already positioned in the crypto space. That's the whole premise. And the way that he's going to do that is by using deep fakes, by taking all of the world global leaders, have them look into a camera, say these particular lines, and when they have said these lines, he can literally put their faces to any narrative that he solely desires. So that literally just throws in disinformation to the highest degree from the highest leaders around the world. And that way the economies will fall. Even if they are deep fakes, it will still have some form of impact on the economy. And so that's really the premise, which I do like the educational piece of the movie, of trying to let you understand, one, about crypto just a bit, and two, about what are deep fakes and how they can impact the economy theoretically and actually in real time as well. I think the other purpose is to show how fragile reality is, especially in this day and age. We have social media, we have all of these technology platforms that can look as the most authentic piece of information that you would believe that is real and accurate and relevant, and it could just literally be a deep fake. And so I think that this movie does a really good job of trying to, in essence, or subtly warn people of what could be potentially down the road. Say that this kind of technology get in the wrong hands, or even if it's in the hands of individuals that don't have your best interests at heart, or you're siding with those people. Anyway, going back to what I was getting at, one of the main things I wanted to point out is the beauty of Africa that it shows. So I haven't been to Africa. Haven't been to South Africa. I need to go. I can't wait to go. And this movie does a really good job of highlighting it. So it was subtle but very important. The beautiful landscape of Africa, the architecture, the patterns, the colors, the warm gestures, the welcoming tribal traditional dances, vibrant world, vibrant colors, what have you. It just highlights Africa in such a beautiful light, subtly and eloquently, not trying to overpower of, hey, this is Africa and this and third. You ain't got to do all that, right? Just show the beauty of Africa, and that's all you need to see. And I think it was very inspiring to see that. And so those are some of the main things that I wanted to point out. Another thing that I think was one of my favorite scenes in the movie out of all of it wasn't the action. It wasn't too major, but it was very important to me. There were 3 co-stars, 2 of the African hostess that we come to find out that President Sutton has placed there because she believed that there was some issues going on. She needed some backup. And then it was the soldier, one of the soldiers, and it was the pool scene. He gave such a subtle comedic relief that was natural. And then we find this amazing African young lady, and she just does some stuff that's like, whoa, I ain't seen her come there. And I mean, just I love that part. But then there was the African male as well, strong, commanding, fitting for the role. I think it was perfect casting with those 3 individuals. And they did such a great job. I don't know their names. Please put their names in the chat or in the comment section when you see the movie. Let me know who they are, because I definitely want to track them, because I think they did just an amazing job along with everybody else in the cast. But I will say I'll have to give this movie about a 6. The reason why is because the movie wasn't mind blowing. The movie had a good concept. I like the G20 concept and people being captured, but the movie lost some of its steam in the middle and to the end. It started flat. I felt like the writing did that a bit. I don't think it was the cast. I think they cast it great. But I like my gut feeling from just the way it was structured. I believe it may have been the writing, maybe a little bit of the directing potentially, but we don't know. I don't know that. I'm just seeing it as a viewer, right? So this is just the feedback of my review as a viewer. And so to me, it looked like it just ran a bit flat, like the storyline ran a little flat. We know where we were going and let's just end it. And so I also felt like there wasn't as much character development. There was a bit I liked what they showed us with character development just a little bit. They could have went a bit deeper in that with Derek Sutton and Danielle, the husband and wife, where he was the one that actually saved Danielle when she was in Fallujah. So they both were soldiers. He was the medic that saved her and then developed a relationship. I like that backstory. Could there have been more? Yes, it would have been great. There's also a good character development there character conflict between Danielle and Rutledge, because Rutledge was also in the caravan that she was in when she actually got attacked in Fallujah. So I think that could have been played on just a bit more. I think there were just some of those key elements were missing from this film in totality. But overall, I do give it a 6. It is a solid action movie. Did it blow my socks off? No. Was it just enjoyable? Yes. Do they have some great elements? Yes, it does. I love G20. I love Africa. I love the individuals that were in there just in general. It was just a good time overall. And so that's where I will leave it. So make sure, if you got the subscription, go watch the movie. You're already paying for it, first off. So go watch it. Simple as that. And just to let you know, road to 1,000 subs. Okay. I'm going to do something special. I don't know yet. I got to figure it out. But once we hit that 1,000, if I'm going to do like a little giveaway, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out because y'all been showing me love. I got to show y'all some love back. So with that, that's my recap for G20. And then keep on hitting up the subs, keep on giving me your comments, and keep on liking it. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's get 200, maybe 300. Let's see what we can do, right? So until next time, y'all be easy.